thank you. Time now, 7:31. Here we go. The Eagles were back at the link last night for their annual training camp open practice.
So, I wasn't there.
I wasn't there.
But we heard like 40,000 or so people were there. And it's not broadcasted. So we need to know what happened. So Tom Loudon, our resident all things Philly sports fan, he is going to break down what we saw from the Birds and the important things that we need to know. Because it wasn't practice.
I was not there either.
Oh,
but
I was like, you look so tired this morning.
I know. Well, that's just my general glow.
Okay.
It was early, though. It was like 6.
It was, but first off, that last night shows again, 45,000 people show up. I understand nobody does it anymore. This is not an Eagles thing. It's a shame that they don't have the open training camp like they used to. I mean, it used to be a pilgrimage to go to Lehigh. Then they had a few open practices. Now we're down to one.
Yeah.
It's an affordable way for people to see the team, which is not always the case. But that being said, it's another year, which means another time to talk about Jalen Hurts. And this year, once again, all eyes are on Jalen and the offense. AJ's gone. There's Sean Mannion's here, new offense. And it seems like
every year it needs to deal with a new offensive coordinator. Nobody talks enough about that.
But even Vic Fangio said all new offensive coordinators, this is really the first time they've changed the offense. It's been the same. And it seems like they're putting them out there. Now, last night, I have to shout out Elliot Shore-Parks from WIP. He does training camp stats, which is a little psychotic, but it gives us something to talk about. Jalen was like 18 for 29 last night, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. And if you see the bottom one there, Jalen has, per all the reports, 13 interceptions over 16 practices compared to 15 total interceptions over the last 4 camps. So now you can look at that 2 ways. Is it a concern? Maybe. To me, I'm looking at it this way. He's learning a new offense and he's taking chances. Would you want him to just take all safe throws in a practice? What does that gain you? So, I mean, it's all going to come down when they actually start the season, but there are questions.
Was there not enough progression during last season, enough value for fans to feel satisfied going into this season?
I think offensively overall, not just the Jalen thing, people wanted more. I think we all feel pretty comfortable with the defense. They have a lot of good young players on defense. They feel like their defense is top 5, top 10. Their passing game the last couple of years, whatever the reason, has been on the bottom end. And you could say, was he forcing it to AJ? Was AJ causing problems? Is Jalen tentative about going across the middle, which has been a big thing?
Yeah.
And, there's articles that came out this offseason that seemed like they may have come through the Eagles. Are they putting extra pressure on him? Now, you could sit here and you'd be right to say, this is crazy. He's taken them to 2 Super Bowls. They've won 1. Yes. We've grown up in this area where we've gone, that was never even a dream. But, it's a different time, and there's a lot of, there's going to be a lot of eyes on it, Jalen, going into another season.
I think unfairly, though, some people have said unfairly that how he's always constantly criticized compared to what he's done compared to other quarterbacks. It's like, can you imagine anybody else getting this much hate or
No, but I will say it's not just a Philly thing. ESPN puts out their rankings per position every year, and back in July, and this is per scouts, coaches, and executives in the league. Top 10 NFL quarterbacks, he was not on the list.
That's just crazy. Crazy to me.
He was the final one of the honorable mentions, which was like 15. But like guys like Dak and Lamar Jackson, all them were on there.
Well, to me, who we should be talking about too is Saquon. I mean, his last season wasn't as good. So, are we seeing improvements in him? Is it going to be the offense?
Lane Johnson said recently he expects to see Saquon from 2 years ago. The new offense apparently may play to him a little better. Okay. I think the Saquon question comes down to the offensive line. The offensive line was not good last year because of injury and other things. Can they get back? How's Lane doing? Landon Dickerson, I don't think practiced last night. If they're healthy, I think Saquon will be in good shape. There's only so much you can do if your offensive line is banged up.
The player to watch this season?
The guy last night on defense, Tariq Woolen, had a couple picks. Their secondary with Q, Tariq, Cooper, they're going to be really good. So I really like the defense, and I like a couple interesting guys who may not play a lot. They're international guys, Uar Bernard and Joshua Weru, who had a sack the other night. How do they keep these guys on the roster and not lose them? They might be more developmental, but these are 2 guys who never played football and look like they belong.
We're heading into our final preseason game set for Friday night.
19 days until the opener, Thomas.
The opener.
35 days until the Flyers open, and 55 days until the Sixers open.
Okay, you need help. That's fine. We've established
that. I'm glad you 2 dressed alike for pumpkin season already.
Yeah, really. Did you get your LeBron jersey yesterday?
I didn't, but I may have opening day tickets.
Oh, really?
Wow.
How'd you score that?
Yeah. He paid up, I'm sure.
Wait.
Can I borrow $5?
No.
Okay. He's like, it's my face.
Yeah.
All right, we see how you roll.
Thank you, Tom. All right, we'll be right back.